Let me ask you a question. What were your resolutions last year? Do you even remember? Are you still doing them? Probably not. I know last year, I was not. But in 2019, it's the first year where I have stayed on track and known what my resolutions were the entire year. And I've made progress on them. And here's how. So resolutions suck, right? Like, they never stick. You set all these goals and you let yourself down. Like, what's even the point? And so I was thinking the same thing around the beginning of 2019 until I tried something new. Okay, so the first thing I did is I started calling them goals instead of resolutions, because resolutions don't get done and goals, well, they maybe do. So it doesn't seem like much, but it was a mental shift for me. So what I realized is I only think about resolutions through like December and January, and that's it. The rest of the 10 months, I'm not thinking about them. So the first thing I wanted to do with my goals was make sure I looked at them every single week. So what I did is I put a little calendar event on my calendar every week. I chose Saturday or Sunday. I'm gonna move it off the weekend because, well, weekends are hard with kids. And basically what I do is I sit down and I review my goals every week. And now all of a sudden, you can't forget about your goals. You're thinking about them every single week, which everyone knows what you look at, that's not how it goes. That's not how it goes. It's like what you measure, what gets measured gets changed. Well, that's not really applicable to this. It will be in a second though. Hold that thought. So the next problem I wanted to overcome was something I call all or nothing goals. Basically goals that you set and you either succeed or you fail. So you go 9 months, 10 months, 12 months with no progress, and then all of a sudden you succeeded. Or you go 12 months and all of a sudden you failed. And there's not like any place to adjust. Like, it's a whole year wasted, effectively. You can't really like how do you know that you're not doing well? So to solve this, I focused on setting goals that I could track weekly or at the most monthly. So I have a goal of wanting to get healthy, let's track body fat. I wanna wake up early, let's track the number of days every week that I wake up. And then let's set some targets to those goals that seem somewhat achievable. Let's not set a goal to wake up early 365 days out of the year, because, well, no one's gonna do that. There's kids, there's sickness, and then there's just being lazy. And you kinda wanna sleep in some days. You just do. I do. I want to. So instead of setting a goal of 365 days out of the year, let's set a goal of like 200, roughly 4 days a week. That should be enough to set a good habit of waking up early, which is exactly what I did. The point here being to set something high enough that it's gonna create a habit for you, but not so high that it's impossible to achieve. Okay, so we have goals, not resolutions, and we're looking at them every week. We're measuring them so that we know if we're progressing towards them or further away and we need to work a bit harder. There's one last piece that I think is key to my success this year at progressing towards goals. Let's not say achieving them, because, well, I didn't achieve all of them. And it's to make it public. You don't necessarily have to release it on a YouTube channel like I did, link up here, or like I'm gonna do this year. But find a trusted friend, find a group of friends, find some people that are interested in creating some of the same habits or setting some of the same goals for the year, and tell them what you're planning on doing and ask them to check in on you from time to time. I know I have a couple of friends that similarly had goals of waking up early this year, and one of the things we did at the beginning of the year is we actually set up this habit group and we collectively tracked when we woke up, and when someone didn't wake up, they owed the other people money. Sorry, Justin, I never paid you for that. Whoops. But those are a couple of approaches making it public, and really anything you can do to like hold yourself accountable or to feel like you're gonna look bad if you don't get it done, that is gonna do so much for you pushing yourself towards actually achieving these goals this year. Some of the things that did not go well this year. I set too many goals. I think I had 7 or 8 different things that I was tracking every week that I was progressing towards, and that's just too many. I measured a bunch of things that didn't move fast enough, things that didn't change week over week, things like rental units. I mean, like, you have to make offers on properties, you have to find properties, you have to close on properties. Like, there's no way that that's gonna happen week over week, or even month over month. And the last thing was I set goals that ended up changing throughout the year. I set a lot of goals around content and people supporting my content, which if you'd like to support my content, go ahead and smash that like button right now, because it would help me a lot and I would appreciate it. But a lot of those goals sort of became irrelevant throughout the year because I started focusing on some other things, going this way and that way with trading and businesses and jobs and blah, 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 blah. So that didn't go so well. So next year, I'm gonna be focused on setting things that I can definitively track weekly or monthly, things that I can go and review every quarter and update my goals as necessary every quarter. So I don't have to be stuck to them for a whole year if they're not applicable anymore. So I'll be posting that video soon, over the holidays, New Year's, who knows with this channel, right? And then I'll have all the goals that I'm planning on going after in 2020, the brand new decade. Yeah, it's a brand new decade. Can you believe that? That's nuts. We're supposed to have like flying cars in 2020. All we have is self-driving cars that crash. What a letdown. Smash that subscribe button, hit the little bell icon if you want to get notified when I post that video, and I would really appreciate a thumbs up because it really does help me and the YouTube algorithm to know that, you know, my videos aren't completely worthless. Even though I filmed them by myself in a basement in front of a fake brick wall. That's right, fake. All right, guys, let's crush the rest of 2019 and kick off 2020 as hard as we can because it's a new decade and we're gonna get some stuff done. I'll see you guys next time, whenever that is. See ya.